To Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a return will stop right around the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
They'll run. It's Gibson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Working from the gun, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lance. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it third down. Lance going to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Perky with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. From the 38, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he might have been a little bit too focused on turning upfield. He didn't stay in bounds. He caught the ball, but he wanted to catch it and run, get that rack yardage so badly, he forgot to stay in bounds first.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Lance again. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run here with Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A carry for Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And Parkey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On first down, Mahomes completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Four yards remain for second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Waddle, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Now Lance. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's second and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Once more, Gibson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
Pollard now a 1st down and more.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Under 10, 10. Safe.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lance steps away. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and run for him. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran D.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. Fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw
because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 14 yards. And the Broncos are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what is... been a rough go for them.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. A gain of 2 brings up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 24, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Right back to him on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second and 4. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. In his own end zone, it's Lance. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Vegas. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. One final try now for Lance. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead.